Hello again. The last video I recorded for this series kind of ended abruptly because my computer just started doing the jet engine crap again, and I had started recording game one of match 3, and I was like, we'll just do it over, it's fine. So, welcome back. The first episode hopefully got uploaded fine. I had to do some different things for it to work. But now we're right back on the swing of things. So, deck number 3. This one was the first real coherent deck. Every monster in here is either an extender, a piece of removal, or used for something like, say, synchro summoning with Rev Synchron. Other than that, they're all flip monsters, so I can send Earl and then Earl revives them, and I got a copy of Kuro, which could search the copy of Earl and then send Kuro, or if I didn't have another flip, send another card in my hand and then send Kuro for the Earl. Pretty nice overall. And we got 2 Moko Mokos in here. I got a Dark Hole and a Raigeki. It was pretty nice. Second Waking the Dragon's pretty good. Side deck, I have the Rescue Cat stuff in here, although it's not really that good, unfortunately. And then just a piece of backrow removal and a Floodgate for fusions, in case he was going on those early. So let's get into those matches real quick. This is Chaos 3 Part 1. Okay, making sure. I wonder what happens if I just put this to nothing. Nope. So I set Peacephilia, Waking the Dragon, and Skill Prisoner. Goes Go Ghost, and because he attacked Peacephilia, I get to put a monster on top of my deck. I get Kuro. Go set 1, I grab Kuro, go switch a road to take my Peacephilia. I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. Go Kuro for Earl, pitch the Squire. We can normal summon this, make early. This was a mistake, by the way. I thought early would be able to trigger a damage step because it changes to 0, but it says except during the damage step because they're evil. So Earl comes out. Peacephilia gets a token and draws him a card. I'm like, crap. But in end phase, I get my Kuro, and he drew into Druid's Worm and can banish this Havness. Normal summon Scapegoat and makes the level 7 Kui Belt, which on summon can pop a card and uses Druid's Worm to send my other Wake Up Earl. So I Skill Prisoner the Earl since she's too big for me to get rid of right now. So he swings in with Peacephilia to add any monster from deck to hand. He chooses Hopier. And then just beats the copy of Early. Early summon back. I put it here because I'm like, oh, and I can use that to negate Peacephilia, but it's like, yeah, I can't do that till end phase though, so not gonna do much for me. We draw into Moko Moko, I'm like, man, wish I knew that first. So we just kill the Kui Belt, he goes Ge, and I'm like, crap, because now I've already attacked my biggest thing, so he's going to kill my monster, and I need to find a way to out Ge, like, immediately, because otherwise he's at 2700 that I can't out. It's targeted. So I set Moko Moko, end phase, get back my Wake Up Kuro. He summoned this Sistina guy because it's just a body. Goes Dice Foon, hits it, but it's Waking the Dragon. And Waking the Dragon then summons Brave Masurao, so now if he activates any more spell traps, I draw 3. Plus, Masurao is an out to Ge, I just don't realize it yet. Normals the Hopier, makes his own Pit Knight, and then he takes out my Wake Up Earl, and then we trade Pit Knights. Pit Knight revive, Pit Knight revive. This game's pretty much over now. So Moko Moko we draw. Flip this up. Kuro to flip Moko Moko down since it's mandatory. And flip it back up. Link 3 getting rid of his copy of Pit Knight early, because it's a Link 2. To make Underworld Goddess, negate the board, and 4K over the Get is game. On to game 2. So this one's a bit nicer. You're seeing the real combo this deck had. Without even needing my normal, this board is going to be Shining Peacephilia set face down, so if he swings into it, that's good for me. And then Wake Up Earl can summon herself, pitching Angel, and then during end phase, Angel gets revived. So if he gets rid of Angel first, well, that means that Earl's still on board, she can get it back. But if he gets rid of Earl first, Angel can get back Earl. So we Earl, and I summon herself face down so that now, instead of just... Because, like, since I have 2, it's like I don't really need it yet. So instead, I'm gonna... I think, actually, never mind, I'm stupid. I wasn't doing this to do as a removal spell. I did that as a misclick. That's what it was. It's a different, like a test game, I think I did that. And immediately, because of my mistake, she gets killed. It's like, ah, darn it. Although, otherwise it would have just been Dark World Lightning, kill the Angel that I revived, so it's whatever. Peacephilia only triggers when attacking monsters, so I just set this second Angel and pass. He goes English Pattern and Testina, which lets him pop a card, so he pops my Peacephilia. I'm like, ah, crap. Tributes 2 for freaking Bianca Viso to draw 2. I'm like, ah, great. Okay, just getting his resources back. Thankfully, this can revive my girl, and she will now be a non-targeting face-up card removal. I draw into Night Assailant. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. Flip her up. I activate. He has Hop-Eared Squadron. Now, he did this because he thought it targeted. So he makes his Stellar Wind Wolf Ryette, thinking that it'll be fine. But it just gets sent. It's like, ah. So she goes in for 27, set this copy of Night Assailant, and get back the Angel. Draw for turn. Night Assailant, pop this card. Seravis to protect it, though, unfortunately. So I normal summon Hedgehog, make Silohat Rabbits, set a Tiki Soul. Just go end phase. I don't want to swing in case it's Moko Moko. Now we have 2 Tindangle Angels. I was like, yep, knew it was Moko Moko, so I was perfectly right to not swing. Moko Moko set, drew into Night Beam, so there goes my Tiki Soul, and another face down. Cosmic Compass here is okay. I flip up this to get Night Assailant back, so now I have an out to Moko Moko soon. Normal summon this copy of Broomy. Broomy make Coral Dragon. And then I can Coral Dragon and just pop it right now. He uses Ge, paying half his life. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I crash my Wake Up Earl. Then I swing in. It's Peacephilia, so he gets to put a monster on top of his deck. He chooses Junk Synchron. So I just pass. I have the out for Peacephilia, and I have Revival. Junk Synchron revives Hop-Ear. He makes Kui Belt and pops the Night Assailant. Like, okay. Then he punches into Silohat Rabbit. I think he was punching into Rabbit because he was trying to kill it, but he forgot it's an illusion. Otherwise, he would have punched into Coral Dragon. Coral Dragon just immediately kills this. I go normal Cosmic Compass, create 2 tokens, make Haggard Lizardos. Lizardos set it to 100. I didn't even need to do that because I ended up just doing all this. And this is the first time I got to use Ella Skeletis, funnily enough. And that was game. I ended up winning. I believe from that game, the card that got banned might have been Waking the Dragon. We'll see in the next one. No, that's right. It was Wake Up Earl. So Wake Up Earl is just so powerful for my deck that he's like, yeah, you're just... Getting a flip monster back every turn was too good. So, on the next one, I ended up getting a second copy of Kuro, which was nice. I was like, man, it really sucks that there's not many wind flips, because, in case you didn't happen to know, because, like, why would you need to know? It's not that important. There's not many wind flips in the game. Anything from here, honestly, here backwards is useless. So, like, this is a tuner summoner, that's fine. This is a draw 1 discard, that's meh. This is at least good in Symphonic Warrior. This can't be killed in battle. This is good for ritual stuff, especially because it's Prediction Princess. The real big tickets are the wake-ups, which she searches any wake-up, essentially, and then pitches a card. She pitches a flip to summon herself, and then can summon any flip. This is the new one that I got, Wake Up Machia. On flip, she targets a face down and makes it go face up. But if she's in your hand, you can reveal her and a flip to summon both of them face down, and then if she's face up on the field during the end phase, you can target a card and send it to the grave, or target a face down and send it to the grave. And then the other target is Wake Up Mocha, who, if you have a set monster, she flips it up and summons herself face down. So she just triggers her flips immediately, which is nice. They're all Aquas, by the way. But the big ticket target is Rishadal Wendy, because she's a wind flip that if she's sent to grave by card effect, i.e. you search her with Kuro and then pitch her for Kuro, she summons any Shadal monster from your deck face down. So, from this point onwards, Rishadal Wendy is only in one specific side set, and we only have a chance of getting it on the wheel. I don't think we've hit that chance, but if we ever do, I'm guaranteed going into this one to try and get Wendy. Because I'm, spoiler alert, building Shadal stuff. So the idea with this deck is, well, now my really good flip boss monster's gone, but I did get more flip stuff. So now I have Wake Up Makia to summon flips from my hand, I got some crawlers, which are nice, I got the second Kuro, I've got triple beast, which I can use for draws, both the discard effect or the effect when sent to grave's card effect. I pulled Delta of Invitation before, and I got a good target for it of Wandering Titan of Tartarus. This is just send this with Delta of Invitation. This triggers engrave, send Delta to summon him, and non-targeting and non-responsible, or non-response, remove cards from field. And then if he goes to grave from field, I can pitch a card in my hand to send another card on field to grave. Really nice card to have. I threw the black ones in the side because there's just... He has Xyz monsters and links, but it's just a lot of his special summons are effects. Pulled Ancient Fury Life Dragon, just a generically playable Synchro 8. Whereas RDA blows up cards, I didn't really like that, even though I wasn't really making it, just because a lot of my flips wouldn't be attacking, so it would just end phase blow up my board. But this is good because not only is it a draw on summon, it is also a card that can attack in defense position, which means it's a get out. Let's see, what else was there? Oh, First Penguin. First Penguin can summon itself if I have nothing, that's face up, and then it's a tuner if I want it to be. And then I can discard any card, reveal any water synchro in my deck, and add any monster from my main deck that is a water with the same type, but one level lower. So I could search for any level 6 water, any level 5 dragon, or any level 5 aqua. Now, the only target I have is Penguin Squire, so this card on its own is Penguin Squire, which means I get Penguin Brave, and then that means I have Nightmare Penguin, which is flip target card your opponent controls, return a target to hand, and Penguin Brave can flip that up during my opponent's turn. So it is interruption, which is really nice. Still have the 2 Wake of the Dragon. I have Light Pulsar at Ignister. I can't remember if I've had him before, but he's just a really good rank 4. Protects monsters from card effect destruction. Comes up occasionally. Otherwise, non-targeting face-up destruction. That's, like, amazing. And then... Gofu. I pulled Gofu, which is my first time ever getting to use him. If you have no monsters, you can summon him. And when you summon 2 tokens, but they can't be used as synchro material. He's just good for links. For me, I can use him to make Firefighting Darumidal, because I can use the tokens to make that, and then if I get rid of Gofu some other way, because he is a tuner, if Darumidal can destroy a monster by battle, I can actually just add Gofu back and do it again. So pretty nice. We cut back on some of the targets for Waking. Now the Waking the Dragon targets are just Goides, Millennium Eyes, Masurabo, and then I put Bloom Diva in the side because he was just having so many cards that just out stuff without battle or card effect destruction. It was like banishing a return to hand or shuffling, so it's like, oh well. On to the game though. This is Chaos 4 Part 1. So a pretty crap hand. I have Waking the Dragon and Still Prisoner and then no summonable cards. Now he drew his own Gofu. I'm like, okay, that's only fair. Gets his tokens. Links into Phoenix. I'm like, okay. Phoenix pitches a copy of Forced Ceasefire, and he accidentally targeted the Waking. So I'm like, oh, perfect. So I go Waking for Goides. Agoides, pop the copy of Phoenix because it has an on-summon effect. To pop, if it's on special summon, you can target a monster and destroy it. Or, if your opponent special summons a monster to their field, then you can also do that, but it's once per turn. He gets his Ge, paying 4,000, but Ge can't get rid of Agoides, so it's just kind of sitting there as a big idiot that I can just trade now. It would have been better to wait for Ge, honestly. Drawing to wake up Kuro, this just turns on my whole hand. So we go Kuro, search Makia, send this Beast. Beast will trigger and I get to draw a card now. We draw Moko Moko, amazing. I decided to just bite the bullet, crash it. So if I buy Agoides, you'll be missed. Now I go Makia, reveal herself and Kuro, summon both, and then set the Moko Moko I drew off Beast. So we are now in a very good situation. So he's got Grail Cobra, a tuner, makes Kui Belt. I decide I want to protect Kuro, so I prisoner it. He goes battle, kills Makia. Makia triggers, but it targeted, so it's negated. I'm like, ah, okay. I have my own Ge though now, so now I'm the aggressor. He's gonna back row. Draw on the Karma Cut, go Moko Moko effect. Draw a Tindangle Angel, pretty nice. Flip Moko Moko. That triggers Penguin Squire, by the way. So I can use Penguin Squire to use the Moko Moko as material for Penguin Squire to make Penguin Brave. But he had memory loss, so bye-bye Penguin Brave. It's in defense, and I don't get my Nightmare Penguin anymore. Unfortunate, but Ge at least gets rid of Kui Belt. Kui Belt targets the Penguin to do nothing. I set this Karma Cut, and I set this to get Moko Moko back. He surrenders because he just didn't have anything he can do there. Chaos 4 Part 2. Now we got double crawlers, wake up Kuro, Snow, and a copy of Karma Cut. Draw on the Ring of Destruction, Kuro for Makia, pitch this Snow so I have it engraved. Makia effect, summon herself and Kuro, and then set the Spine, Karma Cut, and Ring of Destruction. It's another card, and then turn I'm like, okay, one of these is Peacephilia, one of these has to be Moko Moko. So I get Waking the Dragon now. I set my copy of Axon. I use Wake Up Makia to flip up Axon this turn. Hit a backdoor. I hit Punch in the Box, pretty nice. Go Spine, hit the new set. It's Witch, I'm like, ah, that's kind of bad for me. Gets Cosmic Compass, I'm like, oh, that's really bad for me. Go Wake Up Kuro to set Axon face down again. Use these two to make Silo Hats. Get Tiki Soul so I can pop the back row again, and set Waking. During end phase, she gets to send a face down, so I send, and it's Peacephilia. Now, this game, I almost threw because of this exact interaction. So Trunade, bounce everything. I just did this just cause. Like, okay, so I have 4 amazing trap cards in hand. Goes Cosmic Compass, he's gonna summon 3 tokens. Now, in case I didn't show it off, he has the Unchained Link 4. And if he makes the Unchained Link 4 here, he can go Battle Phase, attack Makia, then the Destruction effect when a card is destroyed by battle will blow up Axon, and then end phase he can blow up Silo Hat Rabbit. So then he's got 3 cards in hand, plus the Link 4, and I've got 4 trap cards. So I decide I'm going to use Snow to banish 2 of my monsters from field, and a bunch of cards from my hand, in all my grave, to set his Cosmic Compass, because he doesn't have a link that just requires monsters. It requires at least 1 different name or 1 effect. So he only gets 2 tokens here. I'm like, okay, perfect. So I flip it face down. I'm like, he can't do anything. He had Danger Mothman in hand, and it summoned. Draws the card. His Bellcat Fighter. Bellcat Fighter. Kill my Makia. Make a token. And look, I got rid of all my resources to make the Link 4. Or so that he couldn't make the Link 4, and he ended up making the Link 4, and now I have no resources. Like, think of this. Before that, I had Tiki Curse, Karma Cut, Ring of Destruction, Waking the Dragon. I could literally set 4. He's got a 25% chance to hit Waking the Dragon during my end phase. And if he doesn't hit Waking, he has a 25% chance to whiff and hit Tiki Curse. Otherwise, I've got Karma Cut and Ring of Destruction to get rid of his boss monster. So I had to start doing some acting to get this to go through. So I set the Waking the Dragon, and I normal summon the Mathematician, pretend like this is just gonna end my turn. I'll just send the Hedgehog and search a beast so I can maybe do something later. I'm like, oh wait, this isn't Moko, and then I'm saying like, oh wait a minute, this isn't Moko Moko. I know what this is. I set it face down. I can battle it. Bait him into using the battle effect, and I bait him successfully. So he pops Waking the Dragon, which gives me Brave Masurawo, which lets me kill Unchained Abomination. And now if he activates a Spell Trap, I draw 2. Unfortunately, he's got Greater Alligator to kill himself on the Mathematician, to steal my Masurawo, to then punch me. Thankfully, I draw a card, but uh-oh, Brain Control sucks here. Because Brain Control, the current version, cannot steal this Masurawo back. So my hand literally can't be used, so I have to pass. Thankfully, he doesn't draw a monster, so I'm alive. Sets a monster. I draw into Delta of Invitation, which is perfect. Go set the Brain Control because it's useless to me. Send Tartarus. When Tartarus is sent from deck to grave, I have to send all the cards I control to the grave. So this summons himself by sending both, and then now I get to non-targeting send cards my opponent has up to the number sent. So I send the back row and the Grail, so it pops and kills the Masurawo. Then go battle phase. In battle phase, I summon Snow. It's Moko Moko. So he just draws a card, and I'm like, ah, that was a mistake. But I can use the Snow as material to tribute set Shaddoll Beast. So he's got Moko Moko. Moko Moko lets him stay alive and get some card advantage. I draw Beast, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Or I draw Dark Hole. So I'm like, okay, let's go Beast. Ooh, that's a nice target. Let's pitch this copy of Night Assailant. I banished every flip in my grave, so he has no target. I'm like, screw it, Dark Hole. Tartarus triggers to send a card, to send another card. It is Attention, and at least, I'm putting myself to, if you top deck a monster, I die. He didn't top deck a monster, so I get one more draw. It's Ge. I just pass. It's a monster, but it's something he has to set face down. I'm scared of it, so I Raigeki. It was fine. He gets Ge. I'm like, oh crap. But Ge does nothing on this board state. I get Mimicking Manager Bug. I set it. This triggers my copy of Penguin Squire. For lower level, flip Mimicking. Then Synchro into Ellis Skeletus. Once again, doing amazing acting here. I am doing this because it's like, oh, well, it's just a guy I can make now, because I wasn't able to make the Coral Dragon to at least draw a card. But this card has an effect that if it's Synchro summoned and it gets destroyed, I summon any Crystron from grave or banish. This can target himself, so he's a one-time revive, which that is what wins me in this game. So I'm like, okay, so even if he has back row, it's a one-time revive, so I can kill the guest still. So we trade, I revive, he has Offerings to the Doom, so I'm like, alright, trigger my Ge, Snow Engrave, banish all those cards, get Snow first, then Ge becomes Snow's attack, and that's game. Yeah, that was a really, really fun one. I can't remember, I think it's Waking the Dragon is the card that gets banned. Yeah, Waking the Dragon's the card that got banned, because, yeah, it kind of won me that game, like, both those games, actually. I mean, I should have won the second game much easier, but, this is Chaos Draft 5. Now we're starting to get even crazier. So I managed to, or on the wheel, we managed to get the thing that's like pick a specific side set, and I ended up choosing, the set with Aeneacraft. Because Aeneacraft, all the Aeneacraft monsters say, you can reveal this card in your hand, summon a monster from your hand face down, but you can only do this effect if you only special summon face down this turn. And all the Aeneacrafts are flips. So I wanted them just because they are summon your hand face down. So I could just barf my entire hand, anything, onto the field face down. I got this Spear of the Fallwind because I thought it was a wind flip, but it's not a flip, it just has flip support. There was a better card to take, and I ended up not taking it because I took this. Huge mistake. I also drafted Aeneas Craft reset, which left me craft Aeneopolis, which meant my Aeneas Crafts could be used for their search effect in pen scale, and that gives me a burn option. Sunset Beat is pretty good, because Sunset Beat on flip up of a flip monster burns my opponent, but if a monster goes face down from being face up, i.e. Moko Moko or Penguin Ninja exactly, then I get to target a card my opponent controls and destroy it. Forbidden Crown's a nice pickup, although I don't get to use it. Deus Ex Crawler is a target to summon off of the Crawler level 2s in case a face-up one gets removed by card effect. Triple Tindangle Angel is so freaking good. And I pulled a copy of Fairy Tail Luna's pretty nice as well. Got Time Thief Redoer, he's really just amazing. X-Crawler Qualiarch's so nice. By now, I drafted a copy of Ostinato before. Now I have 2 Ostinato, so I'm actually just been slowly building Melodious stuff because, well, this is just Maestra plus Melodious, and I do have a Maestra, and this destroys it in end phase by card effect, but she can't be destroyed, so that's pretty nice. Plus I have Schuberta, I've got Refrain, and I've got Couplet. I even pulled Concerto. I have Elegies, so I was just missing Aria before I could have the like really hard to outboard state of no card effect destruction, no battle destruction, no targeting. But oh, and I got a second copy of Night Assailant too. Cut down on the beast because I didn't want to brick on it anymore. And Path of the Forbidden is in here because Machia can summon it, Angel can summon it, and Spear Cretin can summon it, and then the Aeneas Crafts can summon it, which is really nice. On to the games. Chaos Draft 5 Part 1. So like this hand isn't that good because of the field spell. Just have to set Mimicking Pass. For those that don't know, Aeneopolis is one of the few like recently printed field spells that isn't the Searcher. It does nothing on its own. During the end phase, the Aeneas Crafts get counters on them whenever on the pendulum scales, whenever a card flip face up. So this removes all those and burns the opponent. So essentially every time you flip your guy up for your effects, your opponent's paying for it. And then once per turn, you can target an Aeneas Craft and then put it back in your hand. And if Aeneas is flipped up, then you can put that back in the hand or put it in your scale. But on its own, it does nothing. So he goes Wicked Witch. He doesn't do the effect first, which means my card is able to trade. Goes Parasomnia Pillow to kill my Mimicking, and it gets a crappy token, but it's a body. I'm not really in any fear, so I just set Spine and pass turn. Sets monster in another back row. I get Moko Moko. This one was the one where I was telling him, like, yeah, you're gonna have to ban Moko Moko if I win, because I had 3 and I think he still only has 1. So go Spine here. Spine's really good in this situation right now, because if he gets rid of Spine, Spine triggers and I get a Crawler, Axon, and Deus Ex. So I hit, it's Squamata. I'm like, oh, please tell me. Oh, I didn't know I could rewind. I'm like, please tell me he doesn't have a target for that. So I just go to battle phase, pop, set the Moko Moko I drew turn, and pass. He goes Mothman. Mothman hits itself. I'm like, ah, okay. So Penguin is my draw. I just get rid of Snow. Draw into Angel. I'm like, perfect. The Angel lets me summon the Path of Forbidden soon. So I flip up Moko Moko. We draw Penguin Squire. I'm like, this is literally amazing. So I set the Penguin. Go Penguin Squire. I'm like, perfect. Now I'm going to flip up the Penguin. But he goes Attention. And what really is sad is I'm going to lose my everything but the Crawler because he targets the Crawler smartly. I kept Moko Moko face up because if he memory lost Penguin Squire on Penguin Squire's effect to flip up first Penguin, I could still make my Penguin Brave. But because of this, I lose Moko Moko, unfortunately. So I just have to put Crawler Spine in defense and pass. He gets Cosmic Compass. Now he's just really sitting pretty. He's got his own Spine, and then he can make Transverser to steal my Spine, and then make Griffin so that special summon stuff isn't as effective. And he put the thing in attack position, so I take damage. Draw into Moko Moko. I'm like, okay, I don't need to Raigeki just yet. He draws Albino, goes battle, Moko Moko just eats that, and I draw a card. We get the starter, it's amazing. Draw Dark Hole, it's like, good lord, man. Go Kuro, get Makia, pitch Kuro, Raigeki, and then Makia for the Pot of the Forbidden. Fun fact about Pot of the Forbidden, when this card was released, the effects that it has on flip are a bunch of Forbidden cards. It has the effect of Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards, Giant Trunade, return all spell traps on field to hand, Raigeki, destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and Forceful Sentry, look at your opponent's hand and choose 1 card, shuffle it into the deck. Now, unfortunately, it has Trunade, which was banned, instead of Heavy Storm, which wasn't banned. That matters, because this would return these to the hand instead of just, getting rid of them like I would want it to. But, we're still fine. We've got Moko Moko, Makia, Pot of the Forbidden, Moko Moko set, just like, we're doing so good here. He sets a card, I'm like, okay. Draw on a beast, I'm like, that's great. I'll just flip this up, we'll just draw 2. He banishes it, I'm like, that's fine. I draw into another Moko Moko and a Shaddoll Hedgehog. I'm like, okay, Hedgehog isn't as good, but at least if I can discard it, it lets me search my final beast. So Moko Moko, we draw the beast, I'm like, dang it. I'm like, you know what, let's just Dark Hole everything. And I was right to, because it was Scapegoat that would have summoned him all his tokens, and he could have possibly gotten to the Link 4 again. Mind you, this is the 3rd Moko Moko. I saw all 3 Moko Mokos in one game. Draw Bottomless, Moko Moko effect. We were just laughing at this point. Set the Evil Swarm. He goes Dice Foon. He gets a 6, so he takes 1,000. Doesn't even get to blow up my card. Summons Mimicking, kills the 3rd Moko Moko, and then just passes. Normal summon Fairy Tail Luna, and let's just go battle and punch in. Don't need to use the effect or anything. Goes sideways, that's fine. Finally draw an Aeneacraft. Go the Aeneacraft, summon the beast face down, put it in scale, get a different Aeneacraft card. We get the Auk field spell, get this back in my hand. This again, we're gonna summon the Aeneacraft. This flip face up to get rid of the card. We'll swing in for some big damage. And this lets me have removal for the monster anyways. So if he sets the Mimicking face down again, I can just flip the face up. So, flip up the Aeneacraft. Got rid of the Gradle that he said. I'm like, oh, okay. Summons Ge. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's totally fine. Go this to get the Aeneacraft back in my hand. I Xyz these into Light Dragon. Now, at the time, I thought Light Dragon was detach, target 1 card on field, destroy it. I did not realize it was detach, non-targeting, destroy face-up monsters. Or non-targeting, destroy, yeah, face-up monsters. So I just popped the Get, and this is game, because it's also protected. So it's like, oh, darn. Now on to Chaos 5, Part 2. Cosmo, Wicked Witch is a normal summon. Really annoyed that I drew Penguin Ninja, because I took out Nightmare Penguin in favor of Penguin Ninja. Honestly, I shouldn't have. Nightmare Penguin's a better target for that stuff, but oh well. Sorry for the cough, I'm not doing the best right now. Fairy Tail Luna is an instant out to Wicked Witch, which is nice. Go first Penguin effect to summon itself, then discard this copy of Hedgehog, because it does discard for cost, not effect, so it doesn't trigger Hedgehog, but I didn't want to discard anything else. I was like, maybe I should keep Enneopolis, but nah, I shouldn't have. I should have kept Hedgehog. Set him face down. This will trigger my Penguin Squire, but he goes Mind Crush, call Penguin Squire to send it. I'm like, ah, darn. Okay, Fairy Tail Luna, grab me Fairy Tail Snow. I could have actually done first Penguin special summon it, then normal summon Fairy Tail Luna, and then that lets me get Snow as a discard, but oh well. Drew a Swarm, banishes my Hedgehog. I'm like, oh, well, good thing I didn't get Snow in there. So this board's not looking too good. I decided, let's just put this Drew a Swarm back in hand, just isn't the second one. I'm fine otherwise. Sets 2 cards, passes. Draw for turn, Sunset Beat. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Now I can normal summon this Penguin, and I can use the Penguin effect to flip down. Sunset Beat will get to target a card and pop it, but he's got Offerings of the Doom, so that plane gets shut down. It's like, thankfully he doesn't get to draw, but it still sucks. I'm taking 1900 and I got no field now. Draw onto spine, I'm like, this is perfect, we'll set this down, if it gets flipped face up, I'll burn 400. Goes Cosmic Compass, and I'm like, ah, gosh dang it. Flip Mapura up, get rid of Sunset Beat, it's like, gosh dang it. And then he actually went Battle Phase, which he shouldn't have, because now my flip triggers. I told him afterwards what you should have done was just go End Phase, blow it up. Because that way he gets to keep his boss, but, you know, now I'm in a good position. Go Fairy Tail Luna, because I know what his card in hand is. It's the Druis Worm. Draw his return, and he's got nothing he can do. From this position, I'm actually really favored, because Fairy Tail Luna can get rid of any face-up threat, and then my copy of Tintingle Angel can actually summon Pot of the Forbidden, which could be Draw 2 or Raigeki. I think that might be where I leave this video off, because we still got so many games to go through. And I still have to actually play game number 10 with him when he's next available, which looks like it might actually be right now. So I'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll get the next one recorded soon, and all these will hopefully be uploaded at the same time. Bye for now.